Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Pig, Lucky Pig. I think many people have been asking this question to themselves at one point or another in their life. How to eliminate self-sabotage. I've seen this throughout my life in myself as well as other people close as just observing. So what is it first and how to eliminate it? Self-sabotage is, I touched on this in a previous video, but I'll go over it again, is basically when you are consciously or subconsciously taking actions that will cause you to just have a setback or big setback or make you move in a direction that you do not want. So how to eliminate that in your life? I would say 99% of it is awareness. Once you are aware that it is an actual thing that has been a part of your life at one point or another, or is still part of your life, awareness is number one. Once you're aware of it, you could adjust. You can ask questions and then take appropriate actions and be more objective in your decision making as well as your actions. Okay, so how you do that, how do you become actually aware of this? First thing I would do is take a mental log of like everything you think like it major setbacks and what's the real root cause of it. And then you see that most of it is your decision, your thinking at that time, your level of awareness, and your influence, who you've been influenced by, basically. Okay, after you take an inventory of that, you'll soon recognize that is an actual thing that needs to be resolved. I mean, it's in basically everyone, but to the amount of degree it depends on your ability to work on it and fix it. It's like any muscle in your body. If you see a weakness, you could actually improve on it by working out and addressing the issues with it. I was first really delved into this many years ago through a book that I found online that seemed interesting. It was called The Great Leap by Gay Hendricks or someone. Basically, the entire book is like 300 pages. It's a big book, and all it did was talk about like self-sabotage and how to fix it and what was really behind it. And after reading that book and going through life with that like awareness of it and dealing with one setback after the other, basically going through life experiences, yeah, one can really do things that will eliminate self-sabotage in your life. So what helped me the most was, I would say there's two sides to it. One is physical and one mental. Physically, you really need to be at a good diet, good exercise, because if you're lethargic all the time and have no energy, you can't really become aware of your actions, and all of your actions will become like very fixed, and you become very passive and basically soft. And then you just basically do whatever other people want you to do. You're easily influenced. So taking care of yourself physically, that means eating the right diet. Maybe you don't need to run every day, but you could like go out and walk or go to a park, breathe in some fresh air, maybe do something in lunch break, eat something healthy, and drink lots of water. That's the number one thing that I found really helps. Drinking a lot of clean water, Like, if you drink tap water, don't do that. Get yourself a reverse osmosis machine, and yeah, don't even boil your water. That won't work. Buy bottled water if you have to, and alkaline water I found really helps. Carlsbad, I think I did a video on that in Costco. They've been selling it. Really good water. So taking care of yourself physically will make you feel better, and you won't make bad decisions and take bad actions, as well as not be motivated to, take on more responsibilities and go after what you really want. So you have to have energy, and physically, that's a big key. Mentally, how do you eliminate self-sabotage? Wow, this is basically 90% of it. It's really in the mental realm where you need to work on. Physically, you could set a routine and monitor yourself with scales, and this is physical, but mentally, that's really difficult. Because if you don't work on yourself mentally, yeah, other people will, believe it or not. Media, friends, family, co-workers, employees, bosses, they will basically set the standard for you. Okay? When you set your standards high or low, it's really hard to have a peak or valley. Let me explain this. So if you set your standard to be like, I don't know, $1,000 a day profit, and then one day you get like a $15,000 profit day, and it continues, not just one day, it keeps continuing for over a month or a year, you can do things that will make you go back to the threshold that you set for yourself in the beginning. If you did not prepare yourself mentally for that big increase. Well, for some that might be a big increase, but yeah, there's always something bigger. So don't let the numbers deter you. Like, basically, like I always give this as a reference. Someone like in the streets and I don't know, minimum wage, and then they hit the lottery. Within a year or two, they'll go back to doing the same thing they were doing at the same level of income, and it might be even worse because they didn't prepare mentally. Now, yeah, you say, they think that they don't deserve it, and that's why they got rid of the money, or they got bad friends, and then they didn't know how to handle money. But if you also read like big lottery winners, like you see television shows, some of them actually retain their money and even go higher. So in order to do that, you have to really prepare mentally. How to eliminate self-sabotage when everything's going right and you're even getting more than expected. You have to be aware of it. Again, awareness is probably at the height of it. Once you're aware of it, you could work through it mentally as well, okay? So there are a couple of practical things you could do mentally. I talked about this also in the previous video, but one is rehearsing mentally before you go to sleep and upon wakening, what you basically, your big goals are, or if you suddenly have a big success and you feel like you become aware that your actions are not in line with that level that you have right now, you have to prepare mentally by rehearsing in your mind even a full day, or actions that you think will retain or even go higher than that level of that you're at right now. Okay, so that means basically acting the part or even above. Okay, because if you don't prepare for an action mentally, a big opportunity comes and you won't even take it, or you get a big increase in, I don't know, your health or even relationship or anything, basically a lottery win, you're gonna be not prepared, and you're gonna do things that will are like normal to you, but at that level, that new level, you have to have a higher level of awareness and consciousness to accept it. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you could do actually three. First was when you're upon awakening and before you go to sleep, rehearse your see your goals, and then two is mentally rehearsing your actions. Number three is maintaining momentum. And that's very important because, and to maintain momentum, you have to do an analysis of what's working, what's not working, okay? And then prioritize your actions. So that's also a mental, I think, like prioritization, I would say. Like you have to ask yourself what's important in your life, and yeah, what you focus on, you put more energy in and more love of detail and care into, and it'll grow more, basically. Okay, then the last thing was preparing mentally, was getting rid of your negative, I won't say like your self-worth issues, as well as your I would say issues with either health, wealth, and happiness, basically. Some people think they don't deserve health or wealth or success in one form or another. So if they have a peak in one of these, they'll knock it right back down. It's not limited to just money or health. It could be even relationships. Like someone is only set out to be like they only go into bad relationships. I don't know why. And yeah, they find someone they like, and then they make sure that it goes to that narrative. So yeah, you have to eliminate self-sabotage. You have to eliminate your negative thinking. I won't even say negative thinking. It's your perceived what you want for yourself. Basically, what you perceive as what you deserve. Basically, what you deserve in life. And I'll tell you, you guys deserve everything you want. Basically, I'm born here to live and have a happy life. I mean, you're not supposed to be miserable and unhappy all the time. Enjoy life, So you could do setting your destroy those negative expectations of yourself by many methods, but I found the best ones is building your self-confidence. That's basically the cornerstone of destroying negative expectations of yourself, and that will be in another video. Okay, but yeah, there's so much videos and information on that, building up confidence. So, and that goes into other aspects of wealth, health, family, relationships, and so you can research that on your own. But that's it for now. Physically and mentally, that's how you destroy and eliminate self-sabotage in your life. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, hit a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.